Because I know y'all be cutting it out. So.
Oh, you're not using it? You want these? You sure?
I'm sure. Yeah, they hit the red button.
You ready?
Let's get it. Welcome to another dope episode of Bars and Beyond. I am DeMarco275.
I am Courtney Levette.
And we have a special guest, a friend of the show, coming from the city of Dayton, represent where I'm from, Jared Collins, great actor on the come up, man. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing well. How you guys feeling?
Man.
We're great. I'm a little sick. I ain't gonna lie. Still,
okay.
This is like the third week in a row I've been sick.
Man.
I'm a walking ailment.
Yeah, we'll be worrying about you out here, Courtney Levette, man.
Is this like what 30 is like? Can either of you tell me? Are you 30 yet, Jared?
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna be 30 next week.
Are you serious? Wait, when's your
man.
birthday? Did we talk about that?
I think we did.
I was a lot of liquor
Wow,
involved in
March
that.
9th.
Okay, you're the 9th and the 19th. Okay.
Wow, that's a coincidence. Y'all literally 10 days apart.
I've been meeting a lot of Pisces men lately. It's weird.
Yeah,
That's
It's
good
kind
thing.
of creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, because you're a Pisces, like, so either, like, Pisces men are either very emotional or very emotionless.
I like to say I'm a good balance of both.
You're an actor.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Okay. So
You're
my
an
answer
actor,
is
so-
legit.
That is true. You know what? You might have a point.
That's a legit
Yeah, but
answer.
everybody used to be like, why don't you date Pisces men? I'd be like, it's either emotional or emotionless. And then I know I'm emotional, so I can't.
Yeah, my
If
little,
you emotional too, dude, no.
my little
No.
guy, his birthday is tomorrow, actually, and he's very emotionally real Chris Brown.
Gang, gang.
Light
Whoa,
skin.
whoa.
He's
Whoa.
Chris Brown
What is
emotional.
the light skin thing about?
No, I'm just saying.
Why- but why does it have to be
light-skinned
light skin?
guys? Just guys. We're just talking about guys here. Like, just the guys.
I'm always team light skin.
Oh,
I'm always going to defend team light skin, although I am 22% Nigerian.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I know that out
Okay,
there.
you found that out.
That's
Yeah.
high. That's high. That's high enough.
No, I literally it's like 22%. See, here we go. Because every time like I get excited, I get to tell people this. Like I met some Nigerian guys. I was like, oh my god. And he was like,
Like,
welcome. No, he was like, welcome home. I was like, thank you, thank you.
Now you gotta do.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
I still haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh.
I don't have anybody to go with. I'm
Oh.
like, all my friends are engaged, so I couldn't go with them. 'Cause they're girls thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not dating anybody, so.
Oh man.
Who was I was like, I can't be that clown in the back by myself.
Oh,
I'm that
man.
shallow.
Yeah,
I'm
you
that
got-
shallow. So.
Hey, we gotta figure something out, Courtney.
I know I might go tomorrow. Just see, I think I'm gonna go home because like Rome is really really small. So if I go back home and see
Get
it,
it all.
I'm by myself. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
Nobody's even gonna notice. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta, who's that girl?
Yeah.
Ain't that Courtney from Bars and Beyond?
Exactly.
Right,
You know,
right.
back
She
home,
by
it's like,
herself.
oh, that's Court. What's up? Well, they'd be like, what's up, too? I'm like, what's up?
Man.
I might go home and see it. But anyway, yeah.
It's all good. It's all
Look,
good.
we got
So,
guys, yes.
Jared, tell us about you've been acting for a while now. You got some big parts you've had, man. Tell us a little bit about the parts that you've landed so far and what you got coming up.
Oh man, I've definitely been blessed to have done the work that I've done so far. Last year, 2017, was probably one of the best years of my life, especially in regards to what I moved here for, in regards to the success that I have experienced. The quad on BET definitely was my very first role that I had got booked to.
Wow,
Shouts out to
that's major for
It
the your
is,
first
your first
role.
role.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
major.
that's why it would always hold a special place in my heart because that was the first one. Shouts out to George Pierre and Pierre Casting because he really is the catalyst for where I am now. We were starting off with that show. Love the cast, the crew, very very hard workers. Especially with last year, the experience of it being the first season, so when it's a pilot and then you get ordered to series, right? You don't know how people are going to receive the show.
That's true.
And thankfully, a lot of people love the show. We got a second season, and so far people are loving the second season even more. And it's got a lot of fun stuff in store for you guys, so continue to watch it and tune in if you can. But yeah, the quad, that's a huge one. Every Tuesday at 10 p.m. on BET.
Check
So
it
after
out,
you
y'all.
finish listening to us, you can go turn your TV on and you can watch the quad.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You gotta plug.
Facts.
Gotta plug.
Facts.
Yeah, man. 24 Legacy. That was great. I got a chance to work with Corey from Straight Outta Compton.
Oh
Super
yeah,
talented.
it was Drake. Drake from Drake
Very-
from Straight Outta Compton.
Very talented, very humble, down to earth guy. I got a chance to talk to him a little bit between shooting. The great Jimmy Smith.
Okay.
Princess
Yeah,
Leia
Jimmy
dad
Smith.
for Star Wars fans out there.
Most
Yeah,
deaf.
Jimmy
Did you-
that was an honor, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was wondering, cause did you watch the original 24 when it was originally
Yes,
out? You
I
did?
loved it with Kiefer
Okay,
Sutherland.
yeah, it was.
Yes.
Like it was our family night. Like we would watch 24.
I think
Alright.
Yeah, like, it was
I think
family
everyone
night, you
really
gotta
kinda
watch
loved
24.
It was a dope movie. That's my dad's favorite show to
Yeah.
date, like
Yeah.
TV show. Like,
Yeah, my dad too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that has to kind of be nostalgic to kind of be on set of a show that you actually
Yes.
watch.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Being called Legacy, like that's
Yes.
that's cool.
That's what makes everything that I did last year so special in regards to like the network bookings, because it was things that I was like, yo, this is 24. Like,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
major.
And then I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and so me working with Jimmy Smith, that's Princess Leia's dad. That's Princess Leia's dad. It's like, how can you not
Jimmy
like?
Smith, man.
Yeah.
And he's an excellent actor as well.
Absolutely. He's a legend.
Tails, Irv Gotti. Was able to work on Tails.
Oh, okay.
Shouts out to Erica Watson. She did a fantastic job directing that episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Shouts out to Cinqua was on there. I'm sorry, I forget the lead, but she did a really, really good job herself. And then Shayla Love, that's the homie. I was her husband in the episode, and she did a fantastic job as well.
Okay.
And then the one that's really special to me, Stranger Things.
Stranger.
Things.
I didn't know that, bro.
That show is like.
Everybody everybody talks about
like,
that show, man.
Have you
Like,
seen in Target that they have like shirts now with the Stranger Things
Oh,
cast
really?
and like different like little things on them?
Wow.
I'm a Stranger Things nerd.
See,
Like I never would have thought I would ever like a show like that, but I'm like, oh my god.
Wow.
Oh
so
my
you-
God.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, season 2, I was able to get on there, and that Stranger Things, when it came out, it was my favorite series on television. Period, because you know the whole nerd thing,
Yeah.
but just the 80s nostalgia.
80s nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it just struck something with not just me, but obviously with
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Rave reviews.
I never thought that I would be on there.
Mhm.
Man.
And then the fact that I had an audition for it, I did the audition, didn't hear anything back, and I was like, and typically, you know, if you don't hear anything back, that means
Usually it's a
Yeah.
wrap.
yeah, it's a wrap. So just I'm minding my business, and then maybe about 5 or 6 months later, I get a call from my agent, and they're telling me, hey, I got something from Stranger Things for you, and I was like, what? Well,
I
and
know you was like,
I
what?
lost my
That's
mind.
crazy. Yeah.
Lost my mind. A
Yeah.
whole half a year later, and
Yeah.
when I tell you, just being on that set, and I didn't get a chance to work with all the kids, but I did get a chance to work with Millie, and just her energy, and just the love that was shown to her on set, and the love that she gave back, and just the family setting that they had.
Right.
Because I remember talking to somebody, it's like the first season was award winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
for
like,
sure.
how do you
Top that.
top
Yeah.
that?
Hard
Yeah.
to come back. Yeah.
And then I just think they knocked it out of the park with the second season.
Yeah.
And I gotta do a little special shout out because
Okay.
one character that everybody fell in love with, Priya Ferguson,
Yes.
who was the sister on Stranger Things. She plays my daughter on a great web series called Cream and Coffee. Shouts out to the Cream and Coffee fam.
Okay.
Nakia, Damn Right Originals. Just to see her character be loved so much by, you know, the masses. And I just read an article that they had moved her up to a reoccurring role for season 3.
Oh really?
So it's like, it's crazy to watch when we shot season 1, this talented young girl, and now she's
Taking off. Yeah. Yeah.
bona fide.
So she was in this web series before getting on this?
Yes.
Oh, so you
Before.
seen her.
Oh,
wow.
Like the
Okay.
early,
Yeah.
like the very beginning.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
maybe like 11, maybe 10 or 11 years old, but
Okay.
she's wise beyond her years. She's hilarious.
That's dope.
For anybody that saw her on season 2, they fell in love with her, and I can understand why. She's a pleasure to work with and to be around, and her parents did a great job raising her. So all that success is she's earned it.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man.
She's definitely earned it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put that in our rotation. Everybody been telling us about Stranger Things. I gotta check it out.
You haven't seen it at
I
all?
have not
Oh
seen
my
it, but everybody
God.
tells me it's dope for real.
You're
That's
in
like,
for a ride.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
so good. Like, it's like they reference so many 80s shows
Uh-huh.
within the show.
Within the show,
It's like
and
little,
it
like,
take you back.
it's crazy. Like, it's so crazy because I'm like, technically I was raised in the 90s, but I swear, like, in my head,
You like an 80s baby.
I'm like 81, baby.
81.
Like, not 88, I'm 81, baby. But,
right.
like, it's so, like, what is it? Goosebumps.
Goosebumps,
and,
Goosebumps, the books and stuff.
Are you afraid of
Are you
the dark?
afraid of... Yeah, we can go to Nick. We can go to Nick at Night right now.
Nick at Night.
But it's like the show is they wrote the show so well, and they put so many things in there, so like little minute things that you wouldn't even pick up on. Like some stuff, like I might rewatch an episode, I'm like, dang, like,
I didn't catch.
I didn't even realize that, or read articles.
Right.
That's why I was like, you know what, I don't read articles on shows unless I really like it. Like I just started watching Walking Dead. And I'm on season 4.
Walking Dead is
That's epic.
that is a good one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one right there.
Like I'm on season 4 and I'm just like, I gotta know, let me read the articles, and there's this tour. You can tour the city of Atlanta, and you can see all the little places that they film.
Like Peachtree City.
Yeah,
Or
some of it, and some of it downtown.
Some of it's
Stone
downtown too.
Mountain.
They film a lot of it like way outside the city.
Yeah.
It's very, very covert.
Fairburn.
It's a city called Sequoia. Start with an S or something, but it's right
Sonoya.
next to Sonoya. I said
Sonoya,
Sequoia.
yeah.
Sonoya.
Yeah. I know there's like the very first season, like they had all of downtown shut down. I'm like, how did somebody even get a budget that big for 6? You have 6 episodes
Downtown,
for your pilot season. 6 episodes.
Their budget was crazy.
And you shut down the entire downtown. Like you have to shot the Dome and the Atlanta, like the Phillips Arena. I was like,
What?
it's crazy.
That's
Fan
crazy.
So like,
fan bases.
Unbelievable. It's getting up there to like, you know how the Star Wars and all
Comic
that stuff.
Con, like Comic Con, I'm gonna be that person like in Walking Dead. Like,
Exactly.
somebody come do my makeup.
Right.
I need to do this.
That's
Oh my
dope.
gosh.
That's dope.
We gotta talk about. I know, like you're here. We love talking about your career, but we have some stuff that we have to discuss too. As far as and beyond, we gotta talk about our crazy topics.
Right. Get you.
I mean, you're gonna hang out with us
You know what I'm
and talk to us about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you do this one, this debate, because you texted to me and I'm just like,
Yeah.
honestly, there's no debate about it.
Okay.
You like music?
I love music.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Everything.
Everything? Like country?
Take that back. Maybe not.
That's a good
I
way
just hit on this
to
that
really
quick.
find out for real.
A
Yeah.
good country artist, Jason Aldean.
Very true. So I can't say that that's a primary,
Thing that you'll listen
genre
to.
for me.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of actually. I mean, country music is written really, really well, in my opinion.
It is.
Yeah. Story.
They got some great ballads.
A lot of sad shit.
Very sad.
A lot of sad shit.
And hearing about you killing and selling dope in the streets is sad. It's just told in a different
it's
way.
True. But it's like it's when you hear that banjo playing, it just kind of gives it a little different.
At least, the rap kind is more tough guy bad shit. Their shit be kind of like ball up in the corner bad shit.
Yeah.
Like The Weeknd.
Like this is it.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I feel like The Weeknd is one of them artists, like, if you are on suicide watch, do not have a bottle of wine, liquor, or anything. Don't have a gun or a knife, and don't be by yourself.
Weeknd is the cherry on top. He's the push you over the edge.
I feel like if you find somebody who committed
That's
suicide,
definitely mood music.
right, like, I feel like if somebody who's found, like, committed suicide, like, check their playlist.
Yeah.
The Weeknd had to be playing.
He's somewhere in there.
Somewhere that day, like, The Weeknd was playing. But DeMarco hit me and was like, he wanted to talk about some major record labels. Yeah. So he wants to know, because I don't think there's a debate about it, but he wants to know Cash Money or Def Jam.
Ooh.
Now, to preface this before we go into it, Cash Money has now recorded the most downloads, streams in music history.
Really?
Yeah, from the time they came out in 97, 98 till now. And I had to look at it and say from the aspect of, of course, Cash Money and Juvie and BG and all of them, and then Wayne's run. And then you have to count Young Money with Cash Money.
True.
So which brings Drake and Nicki
Yeah,
into it, which is
true.
2000 all the way up till now, strong.
Yeah.
Drake just dropped God's Plan, and right. This has been probably about literally a 20-year run now. Strong. And we know what Def Jam is. That we know rap. That's like the Mecca.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that is a tough one. Only because I think it is. Because it's, you think of the heavy hitters from Cash Money, and I think consistency. And that's not taking nothing away from Def Jam. They're very consistent, but man, when I think of Cash Money, and I just think of like Juvie and Slim and all them back in the day, and then watching their longevity and how long that they've kept like their brand, their Cash Money brand, Cash Money, Young Money, and they have been consistent even with the amount of the stories that have come out of the camp in regards to Wayne and Birdman. But I mean, you even have Young Thug, and if I'm not mistaken,
yeah, I forgot about that.
He
Do we have to put Young Thug?
Yeah. We do. Only because
he's
Cash Money, and he's talented. I can't knock the talent because I think
he's just a talented weirdo.
Yeah, he's
definitely.
definitely.
But you know what? We're all weird in some way.
We are. Yeah.
Artists.
I agree.
Artists.
Artists are, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he got Jaquay, was that how you say his name?
Jacquees.
Jacquees.
Oh, I forgot about Jacquees.
I
forgot about Jacquees.
Oh,
you can't forget about
that little boy cannot sing. And you heard him sing live?
Yeah,
that little boy cannot sing.
Really?
I got to find the video.
Really? Yeah.
I haven't heard
You
him
don't
sing
think
live.
so?
Oh, God. It's
I
terrible.
got it.
It's terrible.
I heard one where he was blowing, man.
I don't know. Maybe he was sick that day. I don't know. But he had his phone and he was recording and he was singing and I'm just like, stop, please.
Maybe I need to hear him live.
Like he makes good songs, like for sure.
I
like
really
the
like
songs are dope.
That song he got with Dej Loaf.
Live?
That's boy.
Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah.
Heavy rotation.
I just want to see Jacquees in concert.
And then
I need to hear you sing live.
Then you can really make a determination.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty clear on the fact that he can't sing.
You're pretty clear.
I'm pretty good. Like Mariah, Give It Up. Jacquees, just auto-tune it out.
Damn, just call it today.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like they signed Jacquees because he's like, he puts people in the feel of Lil Wayne, but a singer version.
Like him. Yeah,
he's just the singer version of Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he do look, because everybody thought that was Lil Wayne sitting by him at the awards that time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it was really him.
It was Jacquees.
Yeah, it was him. It was like, man, they back cool. That's yeah.
Or no.
Somebody entirely different.
Yeah. So what you think, bro?
See, I had to answer it that way because somebody name off some Def Jam artists.
Oof.
Some popular. Because I feel like their roster might be a little bit too big to compare.
Yeah. They got LL, Public Enemy, of course Beastie Boys, Run DMC on the older side. Then coming up, they had Redman, Method Man years.
Right.
Who else they have? I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Jay-Z, Rockefeller.
I'm sitting here like
Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z, Rockefeller, Roc Nation.
Yeah, that's enough for one label.
Yeah, that's and everybody that comes up under that, which includes Cole, man, 1 million people plus Cameron going to when they was Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Dipset was part of right. Yeah.
Cameron just put an album out too.
Yeah, he just dropped that.
You gotta check it.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is a fair comparison. I think that if we were to do Cash Money and No Limit,
No Limit and Cash Money.
Def Jam versus like
what is Diddy
Bad Boy?
Bad Boy. It would have been Bad Boy. Def Jam versus Bad Boy is a better comparison.
Def Jam is just so they're so they literally have like it's like a tree.
Yeah.
And it's like
Def Jam's the top.
And there's like 4 or 5 that come out of Def Jam, like Island Def Jam, and then you got like 4 other labels, and then those split down into more. It's like they got such a huge roster and so much talent.
Bad Boy or Cash Money?
Yeah,
I mean this is the thing with
Bad
the cash
Boy,
with the Bad Boy Cash Money, and to me, you know, between Bad Boy and Def Jam, way more talent overall than Cash Money. I mean, you take out Drake
and
Nicki,
well,
Wayne. I give it to him.
Wayne was fire.
Yeah, but after that it gets so way more. But Bad Boy, if my guy would have stayed alive, right? I gotta keep saying it. He only had 5 years.
I'm about to walk out.
My guy only had 5 years.
If you bring up Big one more time, I swear to God, I'm going to
That's
walk
my nigga,
out.
Frank White. Salute, bro. So but Cash Money. Let's bring it back to Cash Money.
Yeah.
20 years.
Okay.
Def Jam kind of
within the
last, and they've outsold Def Jam with all of the great artists. Def Jam's had way more better artists, but they haven't sold as much as these guys. That's crazy, isn't it?
That's only because you have to think about time frame. Nicki, Drake, Wayne, Jacquees, all of these people are relevant right now. Everybody's moving into streaming right now.
That's true.
Nobody's really going back to say, let me go. Old. Yeah. I mean, and I have some old albums on my phone, but really, I use my phone more so now for music that's out right now. So nobody's really streaming older music. A lot of people may have it on a CD. You may have it on a jump drive somewhere on your computer. So there's no need. Like me and my cousin were just talking about this. He was like, I'm not about to go pay $120 a year to get iTunes when I have all the CDs that I want to hear right here. So there's no need for him to go stream those albums because he already has them.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't think it's really fair to say that they, just because they're winning in streams, but you're winning in streams because you got Drake and you got Nicki Minaj.
Like the dopest, that's out right now.
Yeah, so.
Ooh, it's tough, man. And the crazy part about it is, we all in agreement with, the should be obvious answer, but there'll be some comments and some people that say that it's not even close the other way. Yeah. And that's crazy. I mean, we know that it's Cash Money over Def Jam, even though if you name probably the top 20 rappers ever, 10 of them came from Def Jam or connected to Def Jam in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Even on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? This was guys on the West Coast or down south. Scarface actually had a Def Jam South. He was the president of Def Jam South. They were about to start it, and Ludacris was on Def Jam. He signed to Def Jam when he first came out. So
he did.
Yeah, matter of fact, like my art guy that was on my label when I was doing music, we were going to sign with Def Jam South, but the main artist, his name was Rob Jackson. It was basically between him and Luda, but Luda was a DJ down here at the time, and he had more spins because he could play his music, and he ate it out.
Well, he really wasn't supposed to be playing his music.
He really wasn't supposed to.
He was definitely in there just
playing
his music.
Yeah, he got it was brilliant.
He was trying to get fired. He was really trying to get fired.
Exactly.
If the music was trash, then they would have shut it down.
But it was so good.
Yeah,
he was so creative.
That dude got bars, man.
Yeah.
But see, like y'all be trying to say he corny. I don't think he's corny. I think he's smart.
I think he can rap and all that, and he says dope stuff. But you don't think sometimes he says corny stuff?
No, I think he says stuff that's good. It's a good play on words, or it's funny. Like I don't think it's corny. Maybe I'm corny.
Think he a goofball?
Maybe I'm corny. Yeah, like everything rap doesn't. I think we talked about this a while ago. Rap doesn't have to be put into this box with a little bow on it in order for it to be rap or considered good rap. It has to be talking about hurting somebody. No, he made rap fun. Yeah. Like kind of like Eminem.
Chainz do that too.
Eminem. No, do not compare 2 Chainz.
You don't think he's funny? He says he's a comedian rapper like Redman.
No, he's not.
2 Chainz. You don't think he says funny stuff?
Not really. I think he's a funny individual, but I don't.
Really?
I think he's pretty funny.
I think he's a funny rapper.
I
put Redman, Luda, and Chainz like in that same. Chainz just is more street than him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think, and that's why I can't.
That's probably why it's hard.
Yeah,
for me
I
to
can't see him as funny because he's so like.
You think about his videos too. Like,
it's like the video with the big head that Chainz had. Watch out, little bitch, with the big head, the bouncy head. That was supposed to make you laugh. You know what I'm saying?
He has fun.
I think it may be more so too because I don't really watch videos now. Yeah, I'm not like.
Well, that's going to change. I promise you.
Yeah.
That's something I want to touch on real quick.
Okay.
The visual game.
Yeah.
Like how important it is for your visuals. Like the music can be great, but if your visuals are grasping people and they tell a story, that's where it's heading to. Yeah. If it hasn't already, but it's getting there and it's getting there fast, and that's I guarantee you're gonna start watching music videos more this year.
You think so?
I think
From
so.
Streaming on your phones. Yeah.
And I gotta plug this. Also, my guy was the leading man in Tammy Rivera's last video. What's it called? Kiss.
All these kisses.
All these kisses. I know how to words to that song.
Yeah, that was a great look.
Shouts out to Tammy.
Yeah, that was a real good look.
Walker was on the webcam.
Yeah.
Was he on set?
He wasn't the day I was.
Okay.
The day that we shot, he wasn't there. But he was on set showing love and support. And Walker real cool too.
Yeah.
Like I did a video with Walker that should be dropping sometime, probably this summer. That was good vibes. We had a great time. Shouts out to the Risk Takers. Risk Takers, super dope production team. Shouts out to Aloe, to Jay Wright. They was also in the video with me, to Mama Gerard. That was such a fun video. The twins, that my two daughters in the music video, they did such a great job. That was an emotional video though. Like,
it was deep. When I watched it, I was like, damn.
It was
the way it ended and stuff like, damn.
So I have to watch this video.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. Yeah.
I don't really think I want to be sad and crying. Like,
come on, just be vulnerable just for like 3 minutes.
I got you. Y'all send me the link. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I will watch it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
I will watch it.
Yep. So I guess we can all agree Def Jam overall is the best label that ever came out in hip hop history. It's the pioneer. It's Cash Money's dope. Got some dope artists. Salute to them, but I know this ain't really a conversation for real. Just wanted to see where y'all heads.
It's kind of really unfair.
We want to see where y'all heads.
Really
you know what I'm
unfair.
saying? Just to make
Really
sure,
unfair.
But if y'all think something different, hit us up. We can debate it. I love to debate. You know what I'm saying? So
He does.
the next topic we'll go to on the sports side. It's crazy. I was noticing that last week there's a lot of footage of Russell Wilson at batting practice for the New York Yankees, and he hit 6 home runs in batting practice. So they really like improve. Now, if y'all don't know the backstory about him, he actually was drafted to go to the Major League Baseball. He turned it down to go do football, and he's been doing pretty damn good at that. Thing is, you go play baseball with the New York Yankees, they gonna pay you a bag. 10 times more than what he's getting paid with the Seahawks.
Yes.
So asking y'all, if y'all was him, would y'all move to baseball or keep playing football?
Why would you not? Sierra is sitting so nice right now. So for everybody who's hating on Sierra, she got the bag now. She ain't never got to sing again. Ever. Not that she should have been singing to begin with.
I'm not gonna lie. As a young boy, you grow up thinking like, I love football, I love basketball, but that baseball check, boy,
that baseball check crazy.
It's silly, man. No cap, my goodness.
No cap.
I say go with what you love. If Russell's passion right now is to do something a little different, because football is a very physical sport.
Right.
So just to step away from football for a little bit and to want to now. Don't get me wrong, because you doing that, you gotta talk to your team. You gotta let the coaches and everybody know, hey, you the leader of the team as a quarterback, and so it's like, hey guys, this is something I want to do. Please support me in it. Respect my decision if you can. But if he can get the backing, this is something that he really wants to do. And if he can get the backing of the organization, if they have a, because then they gotta find a quarterback.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard,
strong enough. But if all that plays out and Russell wants to go do it, I know that it's not gonna have too many complaints, because Russell, from what I remember, even in college, that he was very talented. In football and baseball. So he can't go get that bag.
Yeah,
I know. I think he's gonna have a hard time to come back from baseball back to football, because it's gonna. You think about it, like if you have a job and you say, I'm going to leave this job to go do this job because I'm going to make, and I'm sure it's probably not all about the money, but let's be honest, like the money I'm sure is a motivating factor. But if I'm leaving this job to go do this job, and then now you want me to receive you to come back, how am I supposed to know you're not going to pick up and leave again? You know what I'm saying? So I think people are going to kind of, and you're the quarterback. It's not like you a running back or you like a second string or third string. Like you are the
Super Bowl winning.
Super Bowl winning. Yeah, you are the glue that holds this team together, and you walking away.
Yeah, and I mean, being a football player, I done bumped my heads quite a few times. The wife be saying that I probably lost a couple marbles. or whatever. So
they're
with
rolling
that
around
being
on the
said,
floor.
yeah. So with that being said, man, actually winning a Super Bowl in the NFL is a once in a lifetime.
Right.
You know, and mind you,
Unless you're Tom Brady.
Unless you're Tom Brady.
And cheat. Unless you're Tom Brady and you're a cheater.
That's a whole different thing, you know.
Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, you good, but their offensive line sucks too. So every play he's running for his life, and he's getting banged up, and he's not a big guy. He's about my size.
Right.
So in the NFL, as a quarterback that's way undersized, niggas is like 6'4", 6'5", right?
Yeah.
And he's getting destroyed. His career may get shortened anyway as a football player. Everybody's dream that ever played baseball is to play for the Yankees. Even if they would hated the Yankees coming up, you want to play for the Yankees. That's like the Cowboys or the Lakers, you know, football. Yeah.
I don't know nobody that wanted
America's
to play.
team.
First of all, who voted the Cowboys as America's team? Let's just start there.
The Cowboys, and the
who
Yankees.
did that?
Can we possibly do a poll? Because I agree.
Like who?
I'm not a Cowboys hater, but who did vote?
Yeah.
I'm a Cowgirl hater.
I'm
If anything, I'm gonna go with the Giants to be America's team before the Cowboys.
The Giants. How
It's
many
New
Super Bowls
York.
they got?
I mean, it's New York. I'm just saying, like, it's New York City. Everybody's like, I want to go to the big city. I want to live in New York. Nobody fucking wants to go.
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna give y'all a little quick Cowboys history and how this occurred.
Because a lot of people didn't have teams. You don't want Bears. We don't want them anymore.
There's a guy named Tex Schramm, the owner of the Cowboys. He created them. He said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a deal with the TV stations to get our ratings up, to show our team, and we're gonna have all this celebrity people will come to our games and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So basically, he had all the celebrities. Then he had Roger Staubach, old school quarterback that was in the Navy. Now, mind you, him being in the Navy and the United States and all that, he was a great quarterback. We were on TV all the time, which is why we're always. I don't even need all the extra cable stuff to see games because I can see my boys play every single Sunday on
You're
some
from
channel.
Ohio. Do you see how ridiculous you sound right now?
Hold on.
We're all over the country.
Hold on, real quick.
No, not we.
Real quick, Courtney, real quick.
Jesus.
From Ohio, what part of Ohio? Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
937.
937.
Okay, he's from Dayton, Ohio. I'm sorry.
Can't leave that out.
You supposed to be a Brown fan, even though they trash. Sorry.
Look at Blake face, Blake stare.
I'm sorry. That's the team that y'all were given for your state.
We got the Bengals.
Who
we got
they?
the Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals.
What did you say?
Who they?
Yeah, the Bengals.
Who they?
Oh, who they? I forget. I'm like, what is that?
If I wasn't a
Like,
Cowboy
what's a
fan,
Who Dey?
I would be a Bengals fan.
Okay, I forgot y'all have the Bengals.
We got the Bengals.
Great, we'll be a Bengals fan. That's what God gave you, okay? Not the Cowboys.
That's what God gave me. I'm
Yes.
supposed to take them.
Take what you have. I don't get people who are from somewhere and they just, this is my team.
Let me tell you my story. When I was 4 years old, the first Super Bowl that I ever seen, my dad is a Steelers fan. Right?
Y'all just all
He's a
confused.
Steelers fan,
Your whole
right?
household
Yeah,
is
he's a
confused.
Steelers fan. So in the Super Bowl, for Christmas had just passed, of course, they got me a cowboy hat and a horse. So when the game came on, it was the Steelers against the
They
Cowboys,
wanted
and
y'all
I
to be
had
white boys.
So I like
Stop.
the Cowboys.
They wanted you to be white boys. They wanted you to forget your ancestry is what it was.
I gotta check. I gotta make sure and see what my percentages is.
Yeah, you need to check your percentage. Mine is strong. Mine is strong.
22%.
Yeah.
22%.
Hey, I might got a little more
17.
Caucasian in me than what I thought.
I think you do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So now you understand why the Cowboy.
No, it's still
savage over here.
It's because it's ridiculous. I feel like it's just stupid.
Dang.
It's just dumb. Go Falcons.
Alrighty then.
Y'all, I'm gonna be quiet on the topic.
Thank you.
I might not make it out to
Yeah,
my car.
you won't. I'm over here clicking
Hey,
this
she
pen.
about them
And I'm over here with
Falcons.
this pen like, what's
I hear
up?
it clicking. I'm cool.
As long as you don't mention that Patriots game the other year, you good. I get to stay.
So, we're going to move on from this topic.
Let's move into. Hey, do we got a Grammy for this week?
You know what? I did not pick a Grammy this week because of, I've been sick.
Yeah, you've been so
But-
understandable.
But Instagram is always winning. The internet always wins. So Instagram, you get your own Grammy this year for this being outright ratchet. Oh, but you know what? It's not a Grammy, but I did want to talk about it.
Okay.
There's a video that was posted by this young lady, and I guess it could kind of roll into our relationship portion.
Okay.
A young lady, she had probably like 24, 25 years old. She couldn't be too old. She's in the car. I don't know if you've seen it. She's in the car with her daughter. And her daughter's crying, and she's crying, and she's like, "You see, mommy called daddy. Mommy called daddy. And you heard what he said, right? I don't want you to grow up and think that I'm not trying to, let you see your dad." So basically, she's having this conversation with her like 2-3-year-old daughter, maybe 3 or 4. I'll give her 3 or 4 because she was competent enough to understand that her dad was on the phone. So the lady was, recording herself talking to her daughter. Her daughter's crying. She says. So the little girl's like, "But I don't have a daddy," and she's crying. So the girl's like, "No, don't say that. You really do have a dad. I'm trying. I'm gonna call him. I'll call him for you, but I can't make him talk to you." So I guess my question, because it's been going around a lot, is a lot of people are upset at the mom for posting the video, because that's already a sensitive subject. It's already a sensitive subject. But then you record it, and not only is it you crying, but your daughter is crying. So it's like, what was the purpose of you posting that video to social media?
To make dude feel like some bullshit. That's really it. You know what I'm saying?
So you think it was more so about him than the views?
Yeah. Well,
I'm being like devil's advocate, because I have an opinion on it, but I'm just being devil's advocate.
It might be the views too, but I think a lot of it is to let him know what he's doing to his child. I think it could be a little bit of that, to let him know, look, this is what your child going through, and you broke down the process. Don't think it was necessary. You should have did it. I don't agree with it, but I think that's what it is. What you think?
There's a fine line between a cry for help and wanting attention. I feel like that situation is teetering on that, right in the middle. It could go either way. I personally don't think that it's anybody's business for you to put it out there like that, especially in video format. It's one thing to write a post, but then to put the video on there and you crying, the baby crying, and it's just kind of you get the aw, and then when the aw's go away, it's just kind of I should take this down.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the best look. We don't need to be in y'all's business like this. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But is it for the whole world to see? Because then if it goes viral, then we don't know the whole story.
True.
And so then you got that man everywhere he goes, not everywhere, but if it goes viral, then somebody gonna be like,
that's so and so's daughter,
big
mom, and
you not handling your business and all that type of.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah.
What you think?
I feel like, as women, you're taught to be strong and you need to be independent, and sometimes your daddy's not there. Hell, my real dad wasn't necessarily there, but I had a father figure. So we're taught to be this strong, independent person and not break down and not cry. And she's telling her daughter, don't cry and don't do this and it's gonna be okay. But it's I feel like people have put women so high that we're supposed to be so strong and independent that when we finally break down and actually need help, then it's looked at, oh, she just wants attention. She's just looking for attention. Yeah. Do I think the video should be posted? Absolutely not. But I was reading through a lot of the comments, and a lot of people kind of made some sense. What if you've exhausted all costs? I've called his mom. I've called him. I've tried to talk to him. He's seen the baby. What more do you do? You know what I'm saying? How far does, it's a catch-22, really, because, if she don't post a video, then he goes on about his business.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. He's just going to continue to be a bad father. Or she posts a video, which she's done, and then now she's getting a lot of flack for it, but then maybe somebody in the family will see. Because if I'm calling, or if somebody's calling their baby's father's mother, I'm going to believe my son before I believe you, because that's my blood. You could be telling me anything about my son, excuse me, what he is and what he isn't doing. So until I see it, oh shoot, my granddaughter is breaking down crying about her daddy. get your stuff together.
Yeah.
Now there's it's now gonna open a dialogue. So although she shouldn't have posted it, I feel like that family now, the families are gonna be pissed. But it now opens the conversation to what are you doing and what are you not doing for your child.
So that's why I was saying I feel like, you know, she did that for that, to be able to get it across to him that even if you know, she done exhausted all of her whatever she's trying to do, now the family gonna see it like, damn, she ain't faking that. Like that kid's not like, that ain't fake. Like it's real. We might not needed to see it, but that was real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
definitely was not for Instagram. Definitely was not for the world to see.
Well,
but,
like
you know,
95% of the shit we be seeing, actually, to be honest. It's a lot of unnecessary stuff.
We're in the age of record everything.
Everything.
You know, everything is
Nothing's
recorded. Nothing's
intimate
private anymore. Yeah. I mean, my page is pretty like, people would never know if I was dating somebody or if I, you know, like some stuff is just your business. And I'm not saying like don't post a picture of your significant other, but shit happen. Then you break up and now you out here looking crazy. Like now you gotta go delete 50 pictures.
Serial daters.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
No, nobody got time for that.
And there's somebody watching. You never know. There's so many people that's watching you that won't never tell you, won't like a post, but they watching you. But so they seeing all the shit you going through and they just stacking it up. Then like little crazy little mind. Oh, you was messing with 18 people in 2016. Like damn, obviously you counting pictures and shit, but they won't like it or like you or even let you know the treatment. Yeah, so you gotta tune in all that shit. Hell yeah. So that gets to our final topic, which is relationship topic of the week, and it is should the U.S. pass a law for a mandatory paternity test upon the birth of a child?
Come on, Jared, for the team. It's like, come on for the team.
Should they?
Yeah.
I didn't think people would really not have a
only because it's like, man, have we gotten to that point to where that is a
people just sleeping around like that, huh? It's just out here.
Like, dang,
it's fucked up out here, bro.
So it's almost like if this is going to somehow help with the economy in some way, shape, or form in regards to, okay, you belong to this person over here, and no, these aren't your babies, these are their babies. Man, we got machines able to open up doors and let themselves out at this rate. What else are we going to put a limit on? So it's like, if that's going to help things get better, I mean, I guess that's really the best answer I can give. I think it's personally, stuff is scary to me. Stuff is so spooky, and I kind of look around at a lot of stuff that's happening, and I'm just like, wow, like this is where we have gotten to as a society.
And use the word evolved.
Evolved.
Yeah. Use the word evolved for that.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
This is how we have evolved. But it's like, what has happened to where this is a necessity now?
Right.
Like, people are like, oh, no, that's not mine. And then you end up taking the test and it is yours. And so what is this like what is it, the cry wolf?
The cry wolf.
Cry wolf. Is there too many instances of that, or what is it? Like, wow.
I think.
Ooh, this is deep.
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay.
I need to know.
Because I'm so opinionated. That's my problem.
No, this is good though.
I feel that like it needs to be done because it's a protection. It's a protection for the female. There's a protection there for the male. Because my brother was in a situation, raising a kid for 3 years. It's not his kid. She looked just like us, which was weird. She looked just like us. I had a friend raise a kid 5 years, wasn't his baby. And then this isn't to say anything about women. I'm just saying in general, it's a protection for you. You know, going into this, even before the child is born, this is my child. So you can't skip out and say for 6 months of the baby's life, well, it ain't mine. I don't know if it's mine. I don't know if it's mine. I don't know if it's mine. Because those first 6 months of a child's life, you're bonding with your parent. If you miss those 6 months or those 6 years or those 16 years, you've now missed out when you could have had that done from jump. Also, a lot of people don't realize if you do not have your child legitimized, which means you had a DNA test and it is proven that this is your child and your bloodline, you have absolutely no rights to that child.
Facts.
At all, whatsoever. You can't go get the birth certificate. You don't know the doctor's information. You can't do anything without the mother. So she take you for child support, she take you for child support. And it could not even be your kid.
Yeah.
So now you sitting here, you paying out all this money or possibly going to jail or lose your license because you paying or not paying for a kid that is or isn't yours and you don't know. So I feel like it's more of a protection thing for men who get caught up in that child support system and are shelling out a ton of money. Because it's a system. It's all a numbers game. We already know that.
Yeah.
But for you to say, this is my child. And I think it'll require men to then have to step up.
Yeah,
you know this is your child.
Yeah.
You can ain't no ducking, ain't no dodging. This is your baby. Period.
I think it definitely works both ways.
Yeah.
I think it do. Sure, will. Hey. if it's needed, then let it happen. I guess. Cause
it's bad.
It sounds like it's bad.
Yeah.
But see, that's one of those things where I'll be so tunnel vision, and I'm hearing about this, and I'm like, wait, really?
It's just a thing.
Oh yeah.
But no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I would be salty if for 18 years, and not saying it would take that long, but what if you just coasting? That's the last thing on your mind.
Yeah.
You can't, because the bottom line is this: I have, having kids and being through this situation like firsthand. Not that, but I have a lot of close friends that are dear to me that have put years into raising a child and doing a damn good job to find out that it wasn't their child. And you can't get them years back, and you still, now on top of that, you have a bond with this child that's not yours, and now they have to go through the process of meeting another father and getting used to them. And it's confusing to any child to put them through that.
Traumatic.
And even though we say it's not always the woman's fault, always the man's fault, because y'all both making the choice to do it, but at the same time, 100% of the time, the woman knows that she was sleeping with multiple people at the time. That's the bottom line. Let's not get that shit confused. You knew you fucked 2 niggas or 3 niggas within this week period. So how did you pinpoint this guy?
And what I found out,
you picked the guy with the best potential, the best job, the best upside. So the nigga that's just the bullshit nigga, that's why the bullshit nigga gets the free. That's always the dad.
Yo, we used to watch. We would watch Fraternity Court. We would watch Fraternity Court every day. It's always the trash guys with high sperm count too.
He's not doing nothing else, so the factory is just churning.
That's his peak of his life.
Smoking weed all day. His sperm count should be low.
Exactly.
All that downtime.
This is why I don't have kids.
Yeah. So with that being said, now you putting a man that's a good guy that could go have a kid with a woman he want to be with that's really gonna only fuck him and have his kid, right?
Sometimes. Is he really a good guy though?
It depends.
I'm like, y'all sleeping with. First of all, let's put some blame back on you. Because we've now threw at the women. But let's take it back to the men. Because you know what type of 99% of the time, you know what type of female you laying down with. If you met her at the club and you took her home and you slept with her.
Oh yeah.
And you ain't used no condom.
Now that nigga, whatever.
That's on you.
Yeah,
that's my point.
He like this.
Y'all throwing it on the women.
He out here like this. But what about the chick that makes him feel like he's the only one and he never knows there's nobody else? Just like how the niggas do
that.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't do it.
Females don't all be like, I got a nigga. Especially, I'm not fucking a nigga. They don't tell you, I'm fucking somebody else.
Oh no.
They never say that. Just like niggas don't ever say that. They don't come clean and say that.
I never do.
Yeah. So that goes both ways.
We can't hide stuff as well as.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm gonna be quiet.
No, women lie better. Women definitely lie better. Y'all just lie terrible.
Let's be honest.
Y'all lie so bad.
We are known to have sex with multiple women, like by nature. So y'all expect that almost. Females, we don't expect it as much.
Can we have a bullshit veil for bullshit?
Really?
Men are known to have sex.
Men have really been hoes since like the parting of the Red Sea. So this is nothing.
So you saying Moses was parting the Red Sea, but he was out there fucking shit?
I'm not saying he was, but there was people in his camp that was doing wrong. And he had to pull them up to the side like, yo, you doing too much.
We gotta get to the river.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying
I'm not going to hell
this has been a trait of men that we've been battling with, that we've just been having since y'all know how we are.
Right.
But when women start doing the same thing, it messes us up. We like, wait a second, hold up.
Yeah, because we don't.
We
look at y'all as innocent until proven otherwise.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That, even though now and as of today, that shit's out the window.
Yeah,
we know that.
I'm like,
but that's still the way men in general think. Like, oh, she can't be like that until the nigga hits you like, bro. My nigga just fucked her last night, bro.
Yeah.
You some don't you feel me? But with niggas, it's like, especially if you're a popular nigga or you're a nigga that's out here, a female assumes he messing with somebody else.
She's a little whore.
Right.
I guess. I mean, I don't automatically assume that a man's a whore. I might
sound like a hater. I might sound like a hater, but
I won't put anything past them. So I won't think that you're necessarily a whore. I just won't say that you won't do it.
Okay, so in comparison to the young man that's a hard worker at Home Depot to the guy with a Billboard Top 100 single.
They're both probably whores. It's the same level of whore.
Okay, so
it's just one got access to a couple more.
Nah, dude at Home Depot really capping because every female that come into Home Depot without a dude, he DMs like, yo,
you need that carpet up there?
I got
Let me get it.
What's your address?
Strong pool.
I'll deliver it and put it together.
Put it in my phone.
Personally.
Home Depot guys winning.
Good point.
Shout out to the man. Shout out to the man at Home Depot.
You need a good Home Depot man.
Yeah. Let me put
come work on your shit.
Let me show you the good shower heads. Let me show you these good shower heads over here.
Right.
Lord.
Oh man.
Not for real. The regular guys like really be out here winning. It's weird. It's sick, actually.
I'm a regular guy. I can't be out here winning.
No, you're actually not regular anymore. Sorry.
And that's the thing I had to come to accept.
Yeah, you're not regular anymore.
Being an entertainer, it is a whole different thing.
Sorry.
And they look at you totally different. They put you in a different box than that. Even though you move like you're a real humble dude, real unassuming. You don't be like all out trying to pop bottles and let everybody know you've been on this and that. But they still put you in that box, man.
Do you get a pass? If you're in the entertainment business, do you get a pass?
A pass
to be a
whore?
Bullshit? Quote unquote. I'm saying whore loosely.
It's a
Did you just say
no,
yes?
No, let me say that. No, let me just say that.
Yes.
Let me just say that. I'm not saying that entertainers should get a pass, but like I said, if a female messes with an entertainer, a rap artist, singer, whatever, she's going into it already in the back of her mind knowing that he may have some other women. True or not true? So it's a pass subconsciously.
No, because you're going into it with anybody. They're obviously you're going into it thinking that they talk to somebody else.
But you understand, and I know you can understand this, that as an entertainer, that the access to people or to women, men or women, that love this individual or see this individual just like you may see them. You can't be the only one, especially if they are, presenting themselves in a way to where, okay, they're successful doing this or they're busy doing that. That's appealing to a lot of different people. So
you just wrapped that up in a nice little pretty bow
and
made it sound like so eloquent and nice.
It comes with the territory.
It's like, no, it doesn't give you a pass to be weak-minded.
We're not saying that's strong. I'm not going to say weak-minded.
I'm just saying, just because you have access to more of it, that means you have to take all of it.
No, I'm saying that, okay.
The flesh is weak.
It's very weak. The flesh is very weak.
I felt like that was a good time to bring that out. That was a little.
Look at the time. Look at the time.
I think it's the amount of attention.
Yeah.
The amount of attention that you get as an entertainer. You just, if you're dating someone in the entertainment industry, you've got to understand that this person they're going to get the DMs, they're going to get the hard eyes on the pictures, they're going to get that love when they're out and about. And you're like, oh, people love my girl, love my dude. Yeah, because
but that's great. That's wonderful. The love is great. We're talking about having sex with them. That's
the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak.
I don't know, and that's why
forgiveness. I'm gonna say you gotta be a little bit more forgiving if you date an entertainer.
Oh my
You have to.
Jesus.
It's the exposure. It's what
so
they're
if a female
to.
is an entertainer, she's getting a pass too.
I mean,
Oh.
I feel like
Yeah.
Hold hold up, that's fair.
What happened was,
let me not play myself.
Yeah.
Let me not play myself on the air.
On.
Yes, that's only fair that she gets a pass. It's only fair.
Yeah.
Only fair.
Yeah.
See how quick that turned? Like it changed real fast.
Woo.
Since the parting of the Red Seas is on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, this is what it come down to, Courtney Levette. As much as y'all want to accept it, and I understand, y'all are held to so much higher of a standard.
It's not that we want to be whores. We just don't want you to like
put y'all on a pedestal like
but
that.
y'all really
but y'all
are.
up there, and we by nature,
and y'all are like
history,
down here, like.
And so niggas,
Earth.
ask any nigga, no nigga wants to be put on that pedestal. Don't put me up
No,
there,
no,
because
if
I
you
don't
mess
want
up-
y'all to be that. Yeah, and then
Oh.
it's gonna be some bullshit. But I'm
Yeah.
supposed to put you up there because y'all are women, and nobody's gonna debate this. Y'all are the most beautiful thing on the. There's nothing that compares to a woman. Y'all have whole people.
But you know what?
We have whole people.
I wish we had
Out of
time
your
so
body.
I could
Like,
debate you on
whole
this.
people.
Y'all not
We
beautiful?
can't have
I'm
a whole
not saying
person.
that. I'm not saying that because what he's saying is contradictive of how they treat how y'all. I have to say y'all because
Oh,
you're,
yeah, I'm about
you're
to say,
men. I have to
yeah.
say y'all because you're men. I'm just categorizing everyone.
I understand.
You put us on this pedestal, but you don't treat us like we're on this pedestal.
Well,
We're only on this pedestal when it comes to our sexual nature. That's the only time we're on the pedestal.
Because men have, in nature, over the years, have become greedy and have taken too much advantage of the fact that this beautiful thing is so many. And not to understand that just having one in a special situation is better than all of that shit.
Yeah.
But when you have access to it, the greed has killed us.
Yeah,
It's killed us.
yes.
It's greed.
yeah.
But we know y'all up there.
Y'all just nasty as hell.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
just,
yeah, it's been nasty, but that doesn't change the fact.
Since the parting of the Red Sea.
Since the part of the Red Sea. But the greed thing does, and I feel like the greed has gotten worse and worse with social media because now you can be in a whole relationship and just scroll and just see nothing but tail and breast and just, and I'm like, wow, that looks really great, but it's like it's like breast, booty. I'm like, it's
Everywhere.
sensory overload. It's
Yeah.
kind of like,
But
can I see a flower, a dolphin, or something?
yeah, exactly.
Honestly, though, no, the
That's
algorithm on Instagram is based upon who you follow and what you like.
Look,
So
I work
if
in the
you're
entertainment
following,
industry.
look.
I'm just
So
saying.
Yeah, I
if
do
you're
too.
following
I do
and
too.
liking booty,
They-
breast, that's what's gonna pop up on
So
your
if
feed.
I like all
I don't
flowers
have that
and
on my
shit, it
feed.
just be flowers.
I don't have a lot of booty and breast on my feed.
I wasn't speaking for
I
myself.
got a lot of makeup.
I was talking about it for the average person. Maybe just scrolling.
I just want everybody to acknowledge I have debunked everything that y'all sat here and said today. Okay, I just need.
Can y'all turn Courtney mic down? Just
No, I'm here. I'm loud. I'm here.
Can we have some technical difficulties,
We got some.
please? Can someone cook up some technical?
Y'all out here felling. Y'all out here felling in life. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
we can do better.
Yeah, we can.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Just
Y'all can-
acknowledge.
Yeah, no
Okay.
doubt. I acknowledge that.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, men is in general, it's
We can do
greed
better.
because there's no doubt. And that's why y'all always gonna be. When we stop putting y'all on that level, we really fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even going to our president, you know, Obama.
Oh, I'm like
Everybody looked at Michelle and knew that Michelle was like, she's holding this
regal.
man up.
She's regal.
She's regal.
But he treat her like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got some nice dresses I want to wear somewhere too.
He is to me the best
Where's the
black
Black Panther?
black man role model in the history of
Right.
the world.
Yeah,
I can't think of nobody would put on a higher, like, as far as impeccable. He might have
My
smoked a little
opinion.
weed or whatever. He might have said he smoked weed in college or some shit.
Hey.
But outside
Everybody
of that,
smokes a little weed.
outside of that, this dude, yeah.
Somebody get 45 some weed. He
Yeah,
might
yeah.
calm down on
Oh
Twitter.
yeah, he needs something.
He might calm down
That
on
nigga
Twitter.
needs a downer.
Please.
He needs a
please.
real downer for real.
Obama and Michelle, like, I think when people talk about, well, we don't have any, like, real relationship goals, I'm like, they the perfect
The
example.
perfect example. What are y'all looking tripping? It's right there in front of us. He might not be, giving us a speech every, but he's out here, and we know him
Yeah.
and Michelle is solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Real talk.
Yes.
Do we know that to be true? Like, looks are deceiving.
Hold on. Well,
We can say what they put, the image that they portray is a great role or role model. I guess I don't know the word I was looking for.
Mhm.
It's good. It's a good imaging, but nobody ever knows what's going on in somebody's household. He could be whooping Michelle behind for all we know. We don't know that.
That's
She just
deep.
got a good makeup artist.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people put relationship goals so fast under other people's stuff instead of worrying about, let's just make my relationship the best it can be. Because I don't know what their relationship is like. I don't know what type of conversations they having. I don't know if he's verbally abusive. I don't know if she's smacking him in the head every day. Like, I don't believe like in looking at somebody like, oh, I want a relationship like that. It's good imaging for children to see a black man and a black woman together. I think that's good for image purposes.
Yeah.
But to say, oh, that's a relationship goal,
So let me ask you this then. With that being said,
I'm sorry.
Because let me
I'm sorry.
On the flip side, let's eliminate social media totally and Michelle Obama and all of them. Let's go to our grandparents that we know, the grandparents that was married for 40, 50 years. You wouldn't look at that as relationship goals, regardless if you knew what they went through.
Crazy as hell. My grandma is crazy as hell. If my God rest my grandfather's soul, I don't think he would still be married.
Damn.
My grandfather was like so like cool and chill.
Yeah.
And my grandma would just. My grandmother threw a turkey at my mom. No, it was a ham. It was a holiday ham at my grandmother. At my mom's head.
What?
She had said something. My grandma got that mad. She threw a holiday ham at her head.
Damn.
So maybe my life wasn't relationship goals to look at and see.
Let me say that's average though. My grandma said. The grandmas is the turn up ones, the granddads is the chill laid back.
Yeah.
That's like standard pretty much in the black community. Like that's how my granddad was, real laid back.
Yeah.
And my grandma would turn up on him, go off. He wouldn't even say nothing back. He'd just be like.
But even still, even with,
he just be chilling like whatever.
Even with that though, even with your parents, even with your grandparents, it doesn't matter if they were married 50, 60 years. You still never know when they go in their bedroom and shut that door. We still don't know the private conversations that they're having.
Okay, so I love that line of thinking. If I think like that every single day, I'm going to be depressed and I'm going to be alone. So it's good to think about that. It does. I need that hope. Okay. So while what you're saying is very true, it could be that way. I would like to hope that they're not behind closed doors slapping each other upside the head.
Yeah.
But that they go through their issues. We all do. We
Right.
all
We
have
all
been.
do.
Yeah, we all do.
Right.
But to think that Michelle and Barack have overcome that and continue to.
Yeah.
So for what that we see now, up until unless we hear something tomorrow or later on today that they're splitting up, I would like to assume that those obstacles that have come in the way of their marriage and their family, that they continue to overcome them.
Right.
So that's the line of thinking that I'm going to veer towards. But what you're saying is true.
I
What
agree
you're
with
saying
you.
is true.
I agree with you. Yeah.
You never know. You never know. But for the line of hope, let's hope that, because we need that.
We need that hope. Once we totally get that away, get that up, it's over.
If Barack and Michelle split, I don't know what I might.
That was like Dwayne and Gina.
No, Denzel and his wife been together for what, like 30 years?
Yeah. They still together, right?
Yeah. In the entertainment business.
In the entertainment.
See?
Most of it
maybe he's not a whore.
Because she's not a celebrity too.
She's forgiving.
I think it's 10 times harder for celebrities in a relationship
than
one celebrity and just a regular person.
You think so?
Yeah. Because the regular person.
Because they don't understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and both celebrities have so much access. It's so much easier for both people to get in a fucked up position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, I don't know. Like, I think I don't know. It can go either way. Because I mean, if by chance I ended up having to date an entertainer, which is not necessarily something I'm setting out in life to do, because of this conversation has made me be like, you know what?
It's giving you hope, huh?
No hope. There's no hope. There's no hope for their Home Depot guy gonna screw you. The entertainer is gonna screw you. Everybody's gonna screw you, and then you're gonna be called a whore. So it doesn't even matter.
Damn, that's deal.
But yeah, I feel like it can go either way. Like if you're a regular person, you just have to understand.
You have to.
Have a business of your own. Because if you have idle time, all you're gonna do is worry about what that person is doing. Where they at? Why you not calling? I thought you had a break at this time on set. Like you don't understand set. I'm on set. I could be on set for 16 to 20 hours.
That's true.
I might be in the green room. I might be in my dressing room. I might be going over lines. Like I can't. There's not a lot of access, and you have to be comfortable within yourself. I think to not be an entertainer and date an entertainer.
True.
Yeah. But unsolicited stuff.
No doubt. We're about to wrap up another episode of Bars and Beyond. Jared, can you give everybody your and stuff you got coming up and how to follow you on social media.
Yeah. Once again, I want to thank you guys.
Man, all the time.
Courtney, for having me. Shouts out the hood. I missed him this time.
Where you at? Where you at?
He's out there doing his thing. Shouts out to Fly 93.5 Bars and Beyond. Always a pleasure. You guys can find me on Instagram at JARRETT.Michael, MICHAEL. Facebook, Jared Michael Collins. Some stuff I got coming up. You guys can catch me season 2 of The Quad. Catch me again, Duncan Richardson, Bryce's older brother. Stay tuned. I promise you, it's only getting better. It's only getting better, and you guys are really in for the treat. And I got some surprises coming. I don't really want to say.
Okay, that's cool.
Technically, I don't know if I'm allowed to.
We can't get we can't get a little like.
You know what? If you guys follow me, you'll see it.
Okay.
You'll see it. So make sure you follow me. Stay up to date. I made a promise that this year I was going to do a lot more updating, to kind of keep people in the loop on what I got going on, and not only my entertainment life, my acting and music life, but also just regular life in general, because I'm still a regular person. So. For sure.
You're not a regular person, but okay.
Let me be.
I'll let you live. You're a regular person.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for coming again. You know what? I'm gonna start today. Make sure you guys go follow me at Courtney Livette, LAVETTE _ on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. No, it's not that on Facebook. I lied. It's that on Snapchat. But you can follow me on Facebook, Courtney Freckles Tiller. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube. Comment down below. Debate with us, debate with DeMarco, because I'm not even going back. Like, my opinion is my opinion. I'm not even going to debate with you.
No budget.
But, I'm kidding. But make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you download the app, and
Yeah.
Great episode.
Absolutely. And it's DeMarco 275, DEMARCO 275, all handles. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Bars and Beyond.
Yeah.
Tune in. If you're listening, you should already have the app, but if you don't, download our app, Fly 93.5, on all kinds of phones, don't matter. We got music popping 24/7 and dope podcasts like this one.
Oh, also follow the Facebook fan page.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Facebook fan page, absolutely.
That
Fly 93.5 Bars and Beyond fan page. We jumping on there also. So tune in to us every Tuesday, 8 p.m. We see y'all later.
We out.
Peace.
We can edit this out. Yeah.